Before the hour gets away from us, let's go ahead and get to our good friend, Bernard Williams, former Olympic gold medalist, the fastest man in comedy, and the host of Stay in Your Lane. And Bernard, thanks so much for hanging on the line for us. First off, how's your weekend been, man?
Fantastic, man.
Good deal. Good deal. I came across something specifically for you. And I think that we are going to need to talk about this off air some more. And we are going to have to make a Stay in Your Lane segment. We're going to have to identify people in sports and people in situations who probably would have been best if they had just stayed in their lane.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So I want to talk to you about Isaiah Thomas. So Isaiah Thomas is playing at a game, and there is apparently a promotions at the Washington Wizards game where if during the third or fourth quarter, if an opposing player misses both free throws, this is called a Frosty freeze-out, a Wendy's Frosty freeze-out. And everyone in the arena that night with their ticket gets a free Wendy's Frosty. Well, unfortunately for the fans, Isaiah Thomas misses the first free throw, and the fans go nuts trying to distract him, and unfortunately, he makes the second free throw. The fan gets a bit upset and proceeds to yell expletives over to Isaiah Thomas. Now, Isaiah Thomas then decides to walk off the court and go confront the fan. Now, I'm not talking about a Ron Artest situation. They didn't fight. He just kind of politely informed him, that's not the way we behave at a basketball game. In pretty much that tone. But he now gets fined by the NBA for leaving the court during a game and for confronting a fan. So, Bernard Williams, I ask you, should he have stayed in his lane?
Yes, definitely. He should have stayed in his lane because now he's losing money and he can't play a couple games.
Exactly right. You know, the hurt to the pocketbook. I was going to go with, hey, you're putting yourself at risk. You're an athlete that goes into the fans. Now you're no longer in a secure situation. You don't know what crackpot and crazy is out there that wants to do something to you to try and mess with your career, right?
Yeah, but also the sad part is they do things like that at ball games all the time. Like I know when I go to see the Wizards, if you miss 2 free throws, you get free Chick-fil-A. So people are back there screaming, "I missed it, you idiot!" and screaming all kinds of things. Your mother looks like a giraffe. Like they're all kinds of things, so they can get that Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. So I mean, he just has to toughen his skin. I think he should have stayed in his lane. But at the same time, I understand how that can bother you because, you know, you're sitting there and you're at work and you've just been disrespected and there's nothing you can do about it.
The thing that gets me is he didn't go confront the guy. He didn't go argue with the guy, yell at him, try and fight the guy, curse back at him. It was about as polite as it could possibly be done. I think we can all learn a lesson from how he interacts with people. Bernard, appreciate you coming on to the show. Colin, real quick, we got a beast of the day.
Aaron Jones is now second in all-time single-season touchdowns in Packers history, detailing Jim Taylor, 19.
There we go. Chris Dalby, always appreciate you being here. Panhandle Sports with Artie Goodman's up next.